If you want to create dynamic status indicators like these ones, which change color every time you choose a status from a drop-down menu like I'm doing right now, then you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this from scratch. Alright, so let's get started. So first of all, we start off with our table. We have a table consisting of 3 columns. We have stages in the project, statuses, which is a drop-down menu consisting of on track, at risk, off track, and complete. And this over here is the legend we have. We want the status colors to be based on this legend over here. So how to do this? So there are a few simple steps involved. The first step is to create this round circle icon, and to do that we have to go to the ribbon, we go to insert, we go to symbols over here, and we select this circle over here. This is one of the available symbols in Excel which we select. Now you can select any other symbol you want, but in this case we're going to select the circle, and then we will click on insert. Selected one too many, so one is enough. There we go. So upon selecting it, we need to drag it down to cover the full range, as so. Okay, we're going to make the circles a little bit bigger. They're currently very small. So I'm going to select a font size of, say, 26 in this case. There we go. Now you can make it as big or small as you want, but this is the font size we selected here. Now, the default color on these circles is black. And the next step is to change the default color to white. So it's going to be the same color as the background. And the reason we're doing this obviously is in the next step, once we apply conditional formatting, then we're going to control what the color will be based on our legend. The next step is to go to the ribbon again, go to Home, Conditional Formatting, and click on New Rules. Now we have to enter 4 new rules, 1 for each of these status colors. So we go to new formatting rule, we select the option that says use a formula to determine which cells to format, and we select equal sign, and then we put the first status cell. In this case, the first status cell in my data set is cell C4, so I'll put C4. There we go. And we have to put the first $sign. Since this is going to be dragged down, the reference lock needs to be vertical, so we put a $sign before the cell reference, and then we put equal to our first status. In this case, our first status is going to be on track, so I'm going to type on track inside double quotations. There we go, on track. Then I'm going to click on format over here, go to font, go to this color section here, and since the on track color is green, I'm going to select the color green, and I'll click on OK. So I've created the conditional formatting for my first dynamic color status. Then I'm going to click on OK. And in this section, I'm going to say what it applies to. Now it's going to apply to the entire range over here. So it's going to apply from range D4 all the way to D15 in my case. So I'll select that range. This is how it's supposed to look like. And then I'll click on OK. This one's been applied successfully. Now we have to do this 3 more times. Okay, so now we're going to move on to creating our second dynamic color status, which in this case is at risk, and the color needs to be amber. So we once again go to Home, Conditional Formatting, New Rule. We put equal sign. We select the first cell in our status column, which in this case is C4. Equal sign. Inside double quotations, we put at risk. And then we go to Format, Color, and then we select this amber color, and OK. And OK again. But as we did before, we once again have to go conditional formatting, manage rules, and make sure we're applying this to the full range and not only a single cell. So we're going to select the entire D column range in the status column, and we click on OK. We created the conditional formatting for 2 of our 4 colors. Now we have to create it for the other 2. So again, and there it is for the off-track status. I'll click on OK, as so, and we have 1 status left. That is the complete status. Once again, and there we go. So as you can see, we have successfully created 4 conditional formatting rules, 1 for each of the 4 statuses. Now let's put this to test to see if it works correctly. So initiation, let's say the status is on track. There we go, we're getting green. For requirements gathering, let's say it's at risk, we're getting yellow. For analysis, let's say it's off track, we're getting red. For solution design, say it's complete, there we go, it's blue. And this is giving us exactly what we want, the status color, based on the status we select. And this is a very neat trick, a neat tool we can use, especially in project management and for efficiently and effectively displaying what the statuses are. And this will add lots of business value to your spreadsheet. And eventually, if you like, you could, for example, hide the status column if you want to, and only show the status colors. And that's how it's done. I hope you found this video useful and got some value out of it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe and also turn on notifications so you won't miss out on future videos. See you soon.